Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave X guide. Now I'm gonna review premium vision card Cool Smile. Is it worth obtaining for 26,000 Lapis? First, let's take a look on the stats. I can say the stats are quite good since it boosts both attack and magic, so it is flexible for any type of DPS, magic or physical. The number is not the highest, but I can say it's above average. And the first ability, Dazzling Duelist, is kinda disappointing though. It only gives 50% attack and magic. This is great if you use hybrids because they need both stats. But for pure physical or magic DPS, the boost is simply too small, kinda like free card, right? I wish they give us like 80% attack and magic instead of 50%. The previous Lone Swordsman card give you 500 attack and 100% attack, okay? Which are better in terms of offensive boost, okay? And it's even worse for next ability. They call her Rhyavia. It gives you 100% bird and machine killer, which are great, but again, there are 12 enemy types, so this ability only works 17% of the time. It is the same as previous Lone Swordsman card, however, that card gives you 50% limit burst damage. So I can say Lone Swordsman kinda redeem the ability when the killers are not useful. But this card, whoa, you might as well forget it has the second ability if you don't fight against the right type, okay? Quite annoying. So two abilities, I can say, are already mediocre. Is the last ability so good that we can ignore all those things? Let's take a look at blade work, sharp as eyes. It's unique as it is probably the first time we get something like this. Auto cast buff for limit burst damage modifier at the start of battle. However, let me remind you that this only works for limit burst that has morale scaling damage, which means global exclusive. Yes, global exclusive is powerful, so we don't need to complain about that. However, I think it's still kinda annoying because remember, the Lone Swordsman card can be used by Japan FFBE units. Okay, not a big deal, but I wish it's for all characters. But again, that kinda be too OP. Another concern is it says for 5 turns. That's good if you are able to max your morale within time frame, which is the way to go in Clash of Will because they also calculate your maximum morale. Not a must, but it's important. And I believe if you need more than 5 turns, either for gathering morale or you need to do defensive things, then this card is basically dead. Sure, you may be able to refresh the duration by killing the character that equip it and then resurrect your character. Again, I don't test it, okay? I simply assume. But even if you're able to do that, really? If that's your thing, then good. But for me, I don't like that kind of usage. But yeah, I cannot deny that 50 limit burst damage modifier is awesome, especially after being multiplied by limit burst damage boost. So the final question is 50 times limit burst damage modifier worth the price in exchange for 500 static attack or magic boost? Let's do simplified calculation. You can see, okay, the damage formula on the screen. If I do something wrong on this video, really sorry, but I follow that formula. Okay, let's use Samurai Chizuru. I think she will be the best probably because remember that Samurai Chizuru Brave Limit Burst consists 2 attacks. So you get a total 100 times extra damage modifier. I assume she also gets total 600% limit burst damage boost and has maximum morale. And without 500 attack, I can say maybe she only has 8500 attack, okay? So you can see that with this card, sure, you deal better damage, but it is only 4% better. But the interesting thing is, if you use her on 0 morale, okay, basically she only has 350 times base limit burst damage modifier, then with this card, you deal 14% better damage. Okay, and yeah, from that simple calculation, I can say that maybe it's okay not to max your morale when using this card. Simply fill your morale gauge as much as possible until the 5th turn, because that's the last turn this buff gonna last, okay? And use your limit burst. But again, that's if you able to end the battle. If you, let's say, still need to do preparation, maybe because the enemy attack so strong, etc., then maybe you cannot do that, right? And yes, it is better than the usual 500 static attack or magic boost. So the final question, is the card worth it? If you ask me, okay, my opinion, no. Okay? Because remember, the other boost is kinda crappy. No limit burst damage, no true double hand boost, and very small attack or magic boost. Those downsides probably make your abilities full with stats boosting, and you cannot equip passive killer's abilities. But if you still able to do that, then the answer is obvious, right? Because it has been proved that 50 times limit burst damage modifier is better than 500 static attack. And if you want to get Beach Blaster Olive, then this card is not a bad bonus for you, okay? Very good, go ahead. But for me, I haven't take a deep look at Beach Blaster Olive, so I really cannot decide whether to get her or not. But she is basically the global version of Ultimate Regina that we have been waiting for. So yeah, just wait for my review if you are still hesitating. But for me, this card is not that interesting. Sure, it makes you deal better damage, but there are too many downsides. And yeah, I probably don't like Olive because but that's just a quick look, okay? Just wait my review. So I think that's all you need to know. Make sure you subscribe and turn the notification so you don't miss my Beach Blaster Olive review video. What do you think about this card? Please tell me in the comment, okay, whether I do mistake or not. But again, remember, I'm just normal player like you. So yep, see you on the next video and thanks for watching.